Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Mustafa Suleiman and I have with me Imam Umar Saminu, the Chief Imam of Air Force Central Mosque in Benin City. And to my far right is Brother Ustaz Malam Afa Hamza Abdurrahman. And we are the media group of Al-haqq Networks Nigeria. We have a very sensitive matter to discuss upon today. Of course, we are all aware that the breeze, in Nigeria is relatively hot these days, and there is a very serious debate going on in the Nigerian society today as regards the issue of protesting. A lot of persons have been advocating for this protest, whereas some a number of persons are of the view that the protest should not hold because of very many reasons. Some on religious grounds. Some Muslims say it is permissible. Some say no, it is not permissible. Some say on the ground that we are in a democracy, and some say no, we don't have to base our facts on that. Whereas other persons who are not even religious are basing their own decisions and opinions on societal reasons. Saying that it will not be good for us as a society. Whereas a vast majority of the Nigerian community is of the opinion that the protest should be done. Now, we are going to look at this protest, from the societal perspective, as well as the religious perspective, being Muslims, right now, alhamdulillah. So, we'll start this discussion, together, and because this is a very sensitive matter, we have to be very careful. We have to hit the nail on the head. We have to dig deep as to what this protest is about. Why should we even protest? What is the protest about? Who are we protesting against? All of these are matters that we should look into. So first, I'm going to talk to the Imam, and I want him to quickly, dive into this matter as to what is this protest about? From the Islamic perspective, what is the protest all about?
Okay, Alhamdulillah, my dear viewers, we say may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. As you rightly introduced, this is a very sensitive topic. People are already agitating. People want to protest. We have like three categories of people in the society today.
Yeah.
Some are for the protest, some are against the
That's
protest,
true.
and some are on the center line. Yes, they are neither for the protest
No against.
nor against. Today is the eve of the protest, actually. Today is
Okay.
31st.
Okay.
Tomorrow is first day of August. So the nation is palpitating right now, and everywhere is heat up. Protest, as we know, in a layman understanding, is just to reject, object, or to counter, or to stand against something in particular.
Yes.
In this context, we are talking about rejecting some policies of the government, showing anger about some kind of issues that are arising. So generally, that is what the protest is all about. Now, asking the question, what is the perspective of the Islam concerning protest? It is very clear, as you said before, hitting the nail on the head. Islam does not support anything rebellion or protest against a leader. But fundamentally, as a human being, it is natural in you that you react to something that you are not too comfortable with.
Yes.
Very simple example. Once a needle chokes you, you react.
Yeah, sure.
So that reaction is protest.
Yes.
You are
So your
showing
body,
that
your system is protesting against that foreign material.
foreign material. When you take a foreign object that upsets your stomach,
Yes.
you begin to run to the toilet and you purge, you throw up.
Reaction.
That's a reaction. That's actually protest. The body is protesting. So it's a natural phenomenon for human being to feel bad and to reject anything that they dislike. And that is why the Prophet ﷺ said, if you see something you dislike, change it with your hand, change it with your tongue. If you cannot, change it with your heart. Because it's something that naturally the heart will definitely feel not support. So you cannot totally say there is no protest in Islam because it's a natural phenomenon. And a natural phenomenon you cannot do away without it. But protest in the Nigerian context on the scale of the Islamic jurisprudence,
Yes.
you say it is a no, 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 capital no. Because when you look at the antecedent of protest in Nigeria, it obstructs movement, it denies people their fundamental human rights of movement, access to medication, access to this movement. So, in that context, Islam does not support that kind of thing. Because the Prophet ﷺ told us that La darara wa la dirara. Don't harm yourself and don't harm others. So where your own fundamental and divine right stops, that is where another person's own starts. So in the context of the Nigerian protests, is something that is absolutely against Islam. Going by the antecedent of the Nigerian system, which we have seen in the year 2020, during the NSAS protest, it was brutal. It was absolutely against the Islamic teachings, Islamic culture, and anything that even the African and the Nigerian culture and norms and values, human values, is totally against it. So that's why it is somebody can be right to say in the Nigerian context, protest is absolutely not allowed. But that notwithstanding, there are other civil ways of at least rejecting what you are
proposal
not
of the
comfortable
government.
with.
But Imam, the agitation of the people now is that they have gone through a lot of processes. A lot of people tell you we have done other things before. We have legally tendered issues. We have spoken to the people involved, and of course, you will you will agree with me that Nigeria is honestly not in a very good shape right now regarding policy making, regarding things that are not working right and so on.
That's your own assertion.
Okay, well, yes, I can say so. I can, because I am affected. I'm in society.
From your own perspective.
Yeah, from my perspective,
It's not a factual statement. That's an opinion.
Well, I think
I want to say that when you talk about that, you tend to generalize. The majority are they not facing this heat?
Yes, because if you look at the internet space, you look at the society, you hear people saying we are suffering too much, price of garri is high, and all of that.
For you to get to a conclusion and assert, you must have done some survey. The internet is just an aspect of the society, and they don't form 1/3 of the Nigerian society. I believe the number of people who do not even access internet have tripled that of those who access the internet. So you cannot use the internet as a means of making something. So you even have money to buy data, and and you are saying there are some people that don't even have money to buy data. So how do you sample their own opinion? That is, you see, what are people actually agitating about? This is a new government.
Yes.
It's a new government.
Yes.
And it's just coming in. And then
it's not just coming. He has spent more than a year.
Yeah, over a year now. It's over a year.
You see, even as a principal in a school, when you come in as a principal, you are not just going to bring in your policy immediately. You have to study ground. No matter how you see things from outside, no matter how you see shoe as beautiful as it is when you wear it that you know whether you can catwalk with it as a woman, or you wear it and they manage to just go where you are going.
So are you saying the policy now is not the present government policy?
No. I think he's saying that the government has not settled in yet.
Let me make my point.
Okay.
Change is something that actually is definitely inevitable.
Yes.
And then human being naturally, or let me say Nigeria generally, we have that belief that let it be the way now. So we did one. That's the general term.
Yes.
That's how we have been doing it. So this is a new person. He's coming with his own new policies.
Yes.
Like I said, as a principal, when you come in, you study the ground. Which teacher do you place where? What is it that they are doing that is not good that you continue? You are not part of the system.
That's true.
He's not part of the system. He's just coming in. If you are part of the system, you would have understand that okay, this is where I differ with my former boss, and this is what I need or needed to do that is different from my boss as the person in charge now. Now this person is coming in and he is bring out his own policies. This is how I want to do it. Allow the policy to manifest. Definitely, when you have a change, it must affect some people, some areas, some things. While some people are affected, some people are already benefiting from it.
Yeah.
So, and it will take time for things to settle before the result will begin.
Well, Imam.
So this person is just spending a year in the government, and he has unleashed his policies. Allow the policy to work.
Allow them grow.
And then see how it goes. Somebody is to spend 4 years, they have spent 1 year, and you're just complaining about it. Do not forget, I mentioned something that we have people that are for, people that are against, and people that are in the center.
Yes.
The people that are for the protest are the opposition. The people that are against are the people that voted for the person. That okay, let's defend our mandate. The people that are center are the ones that I'm doing my business. Don't let it spoil. I'm on my own. You people just continue your business. So that notwithstanding, yes, things are quite difficult, not the way they are, and that is life. Globally, that is what is happening. Nigeria is selling fuel, is the cheapest African country. That's pump price per liter. You can go and sell.
Even at 850.
Even at 1,000. Even at 1,000.
It means we're still paying subsidy. Is that what you are saying?
No. It's not about subsidy or what. As it stands, if Nigeria is paying, if you are buying fuel at 1,000 naira, it is still the cheapest in Africa. Even Niger Republic that just announced the reduction of pump price. When you convert it to naira, it is still expensive. Yes. So when you look at these policies, you analyze them and see.
Imam, we're going to come back to the issue of Islamic rulings, because a lot of persons have this heated argument as to you hear things like it is our fundamental human right, we have to do this, we have to do that from the democratic perspective now, right? So I'm going to come back to proofs, hadith, Quran verses, to know whether this is actually right as per Islamic perspective or not.
But now, come to look at it, we've seen some countries that protested and that showed a positive result.
Okay.
Are we not saying like this protest, if it is not hijacked, because I think the fear of everyone now is
it's been hijacked,
because like Imam said,
I quite disagree.
I want him to give us instances, examples. Yes, which countries and which country do you know of?
Different countries that never get it together till date.
Okay.
As a result of protests. Kenya is an example.
Yes.
Kenya, what they lost, it will take them more than 10 years to get it together.
Okay.
Even Yemen, Syria, Central Africa, they are still in abject poverty till date. Central Africa, Syria, and which other country? I've mentioned Kenya. Even the United States, that is the giant of democracy. Their protests turned to become brutal. Lives were lost,
definitely,
and then properties were damaged. Until today, it has led to disunity in the United States. That you hear the contestants talking about uniting the US citizens. That means there is disunity among them. And it all started from that protest.
Yeah, that protest.
Sudan.
No, I think that was even more recent now.
It's recent.
Yes.
You look at Lagos State, for instance. We have in Lagos State the one and only DNA center where you can go and do DNA tests in Lagos State.
Oh, in the whole of Nigeria.
What is Nigeria? Africa is one of the best. It was vandalized during the NSAS. Vandalized. NPA building was vandalized.
I know even the SROT bus station that is even one of BRT, sorry.
That is supposed to be for the society.
And I think it's even the largest in Africa, not mistaken.
Of course. These are brand new vehicles that were pumped down.
Wow.
Till today, Lagos State have not replaced those vehicles. Imagine Nigeria, that is a country that is well cultured, that is well, when you talk of culture, when you talk of honor, respect for elders, Nigeria will stand out in that.
That's true.
Imagine youth entering the palace of a traditional ruler to vandalize the place, taking the staff of office,
displaying it on air,
all in name of protest.
Yes.
The most dangerous moment any society will ever get is to reach a position whereby elders cannot talk to them.
Okay.
Where you have elders cannot talk to the youth and they will heed. Where you have the religious leaders, traditional rulers that are supposed to shape the society are not respected, are not honored because of one thing or the other. That means that society is gone.
That's
that
true.
Society is gone.
That's true. This is something.
I totally disagree that.
There are positive results from protests.
You have a positive result.
In that case,
in the context in which Nigeria is moving. Normally protests, like I highlighted in the layman language, is to show your rejection.
Yeah.
But in the context of Nigeria, it will never yield a positive result.
With the way we are seeing things already.
With the way things are already, with the momentum, by antecedent.
And one thing about this protest is people are already making money.
Even before it starts.
Because I know I've seen vendors making shirts for the protest, making caps.
People are buying. People who ordinarily can't buy gari for which they want to go and protest. I've started buying T-shirts and caps and so. Alhamdulillah. Well, this is something that we have to discuss on how these persons are able to manage to meet up with all these expenses, and then we're going to come back to what people stand to gain from this protest. Selfish interest people want to gain, and of course we have still not dealt with the issue of Islamic perspective as to rulings and all of that. So inshallah, I want to come back to that just after now.